What's up, everybody? Sensei here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another video. That footage was from NYC Broadway Bomb 2021, and it was no joke, baby. No joke. You had to ride for your life to make it to the finish line. But it was good times, let me tell you. So, hey, let's get on with this show here. So I am rocking out on the RS. Weather was iffy. Thought it was going to rain. Just wanted to try out the new pads and the new camera again. So I'm shooting this video with my XTU S3 and the Grab Grip. That's the combo I'm running today. So this video is shot in 4K and I will upload it in 2K. Big shout out to Stephen Chan for these fantastic, amazing pads that I got off him. I will leave a link in the description for his Facebook page. Great service, craftsmanship, and he got these things to me in like 4 days from the UK. So Stephen, thank you so much, man. I tell you, bro, I appreciate it. And this next shout out goes to, drum roll please, yeah, EUCU, say that 4 times fast, for this amazing hard shell case made for the RS. It's in semi-gloss black, and I took and used some yellow acrylic paint to highlight the RS symbol. So with you got those little tidbits and trimmings out the way, let's get on with the rest of the video and commentary here. As I said before, the weather is very overcast. I did feel a few drops, so I didn't want to venture out too far and get caught out in the rain. But I wanted to get some footage with this camera setup that I'm running. And this is one thing that I want to tell everybody. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg on an action camera. If you want to go get a GoPro, more power to you. You can do that. My biggest fear is a GoPro is close, the newer one's close to $500 once you get all the goodies with it. And I paid $140, and this thing came with everything, the XTU S3. And as long as your lighting is good, your picture quality is going to come out fine, okay? None of these action cams really shoot well in bad lighting. Some a little bit better than others, but the majority of them, as long as your lighting is good, you'll have a pretty good picture. And as far as sound goes, what I love about the S3, this XTU S3 over my Akaso Brave 7 LE, I can take and hook an external microphone up to this. So we'll do that probably in the next video as well. We'll do some commentary while I'm riding. I don't know if I want to be out on the road depending on the traffic. I want to keep my mind on my riding. Traffic was not bad this day. Right there, yeah, I just did a splash and go. As far as when I approached the stop sign, if it was clear, I will go. If there were cars coming, I will stop. It's better to keep moving on your unicycle and then instead of always trying to come off the wheel. You want to try to stay moving. And cops have seen me do this, and they pretty much, if they're level-headed, they pretty much understand what you're doing. Now, it's one thing to sit there and blow through a stop sign or a red light, and you got traffic zinging in both ways. You don't want to do that. You don't want to become roadkill, okay? So, I'm about, let me see, maybe just about 300 miles in. I think I'm at about 290 last time I checked on the EUC World app with the RS. So it's still being broken in. Like I said, I'm not going to feel real comfortable on this thing until I hit about 500, 600 miles. But overall, You can see I'm on the road right now. And if you look at the selfie stick, that added weight of the grab grip is causing it to shake pretty bad. So you might want to get a more robust or sturdier selfie stick. Now, when I was just shooting with my action cam inside the safety case, it was perfectly fine. It didn't shake like that. But the added weight of the grab grip, that is one con about it. You're going to get some shaking out of it. Now, this was user error. I believe that I had the case flipped around the wrong way. The directions really don't tell you that. I had to actually look at a video on YouTube on how to apply it to the selfie stick. But as I'm shooting right now, I love shooting below the waist in the footage of the unicycle. You know, you can see my feet and you can see the RS. But shooting above the waist, I really don't care for it much. So we'll see how it comes out next time, because you see too much of the pole in the way. Like if you looked at my other videos, you would see the pole sometimes, but not very often, because what I would do, I would just put the action cam on a slight tilt. So you're just seeing, you know, what I'm shooting. It's going to glance, the angle will be up above the pole. Now, as you can see here, these shots are smooth, right? Look at this. It's like cinematic. It's like a camera boom. I love that. So if I can get that same effect shooting above the waist, I would love it. But even with the grab grip turned around, I don't think it's going to do that. So that's another con. So what I'll do is I'll use the grab grip to shoot below the knee and waist, and then I'll just use a regular selfie stick with my, just in the case like I normally do to get the upper body footage. But we'll see how it goes next time. And I will actually try to do commentary with the microphone attached to see how it all just puts together, how it all comes together. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good. The body still needs to be strengthened up a bit. My left side still feels weak compared to where it was before the accident. But I'm getting there, Things happen, and I say things all happen for a reason. We don't know why, but we just keep going, and we try to make each day better than the day we had before. And that's what I always try to do with my life, It is what it is. I try not to ponder on things too much. I just keep moving forward, and hopefully things will get better. I know a lot of people are having a rough time right now in just different parts of the world, and let's just hang in there. I know it's tough. Think good vibes, and hopefully by us thinking all these good vibes, we can take and get some of this bad vibration out of here, because a lot of people are hurting right now, financially, mentally, physically. They're just beat down. And this is one thing that I love about riding my unicycle, man. It's like therapy. I get on it and I just go ride. And I know some people get harassed in different countries riding. I don't see what the big deal is. Arc Rides put out a really good video. You should go see his video. And my heart goes out to that dude, because he's not hurting anybody, man. He's just riding his uni. And, cops want to come up and harass him and things like that. And it's not even the fact that he's riding. In my opinion, I think they're just looking to make a quick money off of him by giving him these fines. It's just totally ridiculous. And, the powers that be in different countries have more important things to worry about than us riding electric unicycles or electric skateboards or e-bikes on the road. If anything, they should make the infrastructure and update it so that we can ride these on the road. Technically, we should have the same rights, and I'm talking about in the United States, and we do, unless people are trying to just give you a hard time. We have the same rights as a bike on the road. Now I'm going to come back to that. Right now, I'm just going to make some minor adjustments to the pads. I believe this one, I'm going to move it back a little bit. I need to move it back because my foot is sitting too far forward, and then on the opposite side I'm going to move it back. But getting back to the point I was making about riding unicycles or PEVs, whatever you're riding, skateboard, electric bike, what have you. Technically, and you can look this up, and this goes for the United States, and this could be very iffy, but you have the right as an American citizen to travel. I'm going to say that again. It's written in the Constitution, you have the right to travel freely. It doesn't say you have to be in a registered vehicle. You can look this stuff up. Now, I know some people in comments are going to say you have to be licensed. Yes, if you are driving as a profession, if you're a truck driver, an Uber driver, a limousine driver, a cab driver, any of these things where you drive for a living, you have to be licensed. Now, again, people are going to say, well, no, you have to. Go look it up. In the Constitution, you have the right to travel freely. Freely. People have fought and beat these cases as far as having your vehicle registered and having to have a valid driver license. Now, I do agree that you need to be, skilled when you're driving. But at the same time, certain modes of transportation do not need to have a number plate on it, and they don't need to be registered, especially a unicycle or a scooter or a skateboard. There's no reason why, in my opinion, that these things need to have plates and registration on them. I don't care if they go 50 miles an hour. Again, most people aren't riding these things at 50 miles an hour. Let's just say that, period, point blank. You have cars out there that can do 200 miles an hour, and they're on the road, and they're not driving 200 miles an hour. So anyway, this will be a video and a discussion for another time. But infrastructure, especially in the United States, where I live, the country that I live in, they need to start building the infrastructure to accommodate PEVs. Period, point blank. You keep hearing me say that. Period, point blank. Because even in Jersey, the bike lanes are few and far between, especially in the town that I'm riding in, the towns that I ride through. There's rarely any bike lanes. So you have to ride out there in traffic. It's ridiculous. There should be bike lanes in every town, in every city. There should be bike bridges to get you over the rivers. They need to update the infrastructure. And I am so sorry. I'm getting on a rant, but I'm going to handle that topic with the help of you guys on my next live stream. So that's it. That's enough of me ranting for one video. But it really riles me up when you see people enjoying something so simple and you have just a few people, and not even, because I ran into some really cool police officers on this thing. The majority of the time, they're just asking you questions. Hey, what's the ride like? Is it hard, hard to learn? That type of thing. But a lot of times you'll run into just regular people that'll wanna. I had someone was yelling out, call the cops on me, yelling to another person to call the cops on me because I'm riding this thing. Excuse me. That's ridiculous. Mind your own effing business. That's what I told him. Mind your business. I'm not hurting anybody. And then I rode past the cop and the cop didn't do anything. So, remember, do not let people rain on your parade. Do not let people come into your positive zone and wreck it. Okay? So, you get on that wheel, you ride it like you hate it. You be safe out there, but you ride it like you hate it. I'm Sensei. Hello. Good night. Oh yeah, one more thing. You see me rocking out with the Lenny Kravitz t-shirt. Big shout out to Lenny Kravitz. I'm a big fan. And if Lenny Kravitz ever comes to your town, I suggest you go see him rock it out. He puts on a phenomenal show. So again, big shout out to Lenny Kravitz. And y'all have a good night. Peace.
Niam redime antai. Meaningful tensarda vetai vicare.